Alright, what's going on, guys? Try back again, here to bring you another video in the proper channel. So this is going to be a review of the recently released Walking Dead comic book series, which would have been Wednesday, now it's Friday. Soonest I could get the review up for you guys. This is going to be of the Walking Dead issue 137, A Future Uncertain. And of course, always my reviews do contain spoilers, so if you haven't read this issue yet, you may want to read it before you go ahead and watch this review. Before we get into it though, I didn't want to separate this and make another video for it, but just really want to say to you guys, thank you so much to everybody who helped support the channel when the channel was in trouble, when it was suspended. You know, you guys are probably wondering why or what happened. I'm sorry, I can't really tell you. They reinstated it. They said that maybe they pulled the trigger a little early and they thought something was, I don't know, misleading or something was wrong, you know, something wasn't right or I don't know. They didn't really give me any specifics, and you know, I wish I had more info. It just kind of happened, but what I know did happen is that when the channel was suspended, you guys really stepped up, and many of you contacted Google, contacted YouTube, created videos. I think there was at least 7 people last time I checked that had created videos in the YouTube engine, and also, you know, everyone who commented on the free Trev, hashtag free Trev on Twitter and everything like that. Just thank you. You guys know who you are. I'm not going to call out individual people because then we'll be here for half an hour and I'll be missing certain people that, you know, I'm not aware of, because I'm not aware of everybody who did actually call and who did actually email Google and YouTube. So those of you, you know who you are. Thank you personally. I want to say thank you very much for your support in helping out the channel. Without that, I don't know if the channel would have gotten, you know, if it would be okay. I don't know. I mean, it definitely, in my opinion, had an effect on it. And I think that when they reviewed it and they saw all the support, because I did include that in one of my last messages that I had sent to them, they realized that, okay, you know, if someone's running a scam channel or they're scamming, they're not going to have people that care about the channel like that. It's just not going to happen. You know, if you're scamming people, if you're not creating value, you're not going to get people that are going to care. People are not going to care, you know, and people did care. And so thank you guys very much for your support with that, and everyone who took action in some capacity, even with a comment or a video or contacting them. Thank you so much. Okay, so this chapter, A Future Uncertain. So this one I was pretty excited for, mainly because of the cover. I mean, the cover of this one is off the chain. It's so awesome with Carl, and you see the eye and everything. He doesn't have the glasses or the hat covering it, and it's just such an awesome cover. I love it so much. The issue itself was pretty good. It was nice and fun. It wasn't fantastic or anything of the sort like that, but it was good. You know, you had some great developments. You had Gregory, who attempted to poison Maggie and take control back over the hilltop, which we could see at the end there in the last panel, that Paul Monroe actually sees it when it's unfolding and she's kind of passing out, and maybe we're to assume that he must have heard what happened, that she knows she's been poisoned, and he has come to get her. At least we're assuming that, but we don't know for sure. It's possible that he just walked up at that very moment and she's passing out and he didn't hear what Gregory said. But, you know, I think because of just the way Gregory said and everything like that right at the end, calling her bitch and everything, you would think that he, you know, that Paul would have at least heard that and known that Greg must have done something to poison her or something of the sort, because she was perfectly healthy prior. So that was the one thing that was focused on. The other thing was with Carl and him, I guess, beginning a relationship with Lydia, which was really, really weird, especially when she she licks his eye. So I was like, oh man, that's just wow, that's gross. And of course, the biggest consideration with that is, you know, what's going to happen with him and Sophia, because obviously, you know, Sophia and him have a very strong bond that's been going on for a very long time. If he does this with Lydia, I mean, you're sleeping with the enemy right there, right? So it seems like he is, and that's what we're to take from it, I would assume, based on the panels and everything, especially the last one with the hat and all that. I'm really interested. You know, I really think is the whole idea of future uncertain. It's kind of like she's luring him towards that even more so towards that kind of evil side. And how's that gonna unfold? Because if it continues, she's a part of a rival community, a rival group with the Whisperers, of course, right? So Carl's already kind of an outcast, at least with some of the people in the Hilltop. He's in trouble with Maggie, of course, because of what he did. He went a little overboard and almost killed them, the boys that had attacked him and Sophia. And, what's Sophia going to do? If Sophia finds out about it, and, because obviously we know that she probably likes Carl. She's been there. They grew up together. I think she had mentioned a long time ago that she did, or that she had done things over the series. I can't remember specifics off the top of my head right now, but there has been things like that. There's been little hints from my memory. So really interesting kind of direction for him in the future. What's Kirkman going to do with him? What's he going to become? I kind of think he's going to go down that anti-hero route, but I do think there's going to be, and we can kind of see it starting already with this Lydia character, that he may be able to relate better to members of communities which are not inside of like a safe haven like the Hilltop or Alexandria, and that are more kind of out there in the open. Because when he first was kind of adjusting to zombie apocalypse when he was growing up, Rick and the others, they had some safe places like the prison and that, but a lot of the time too, they were on the road, or they were, in between places, or, moving around and stuff. And I tend to think that part of Carl isn't going to go away so easily. I tend to think that's going to stick with him, and he'll be able to relate better to people like the Whisperers possibly than the Hilltop. I think we've kind of seen that already with those two boys. So not much else more to say about the issue than that. I'm really interested to see what Kirkman's going to do with this. I like this new character of Lydia. I think this is obviously some setup for something. If she gets killed off or if something happens like that, how is Carl going to react? And I can't wait to see the leader of the Whisperers and what's going to happen with Maggie, Gregory, and Paul. It's kind of a cliffhanger type ending because we really don't know what's going to happen next. So anyway, if you guys read the issue, let me know what you think. I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10. It was a solid issue. So I did like it quite a bit. And again, just thank you guys very much for all of your continued support. It wasn't a long, kind of outage or suspension. It was only ended up being like a day, but that's because of you guys. I really believe that's because of you guys. Otherwise, it could have gone on for who knows how long. Could have been months and months, but you guys turned that around just like that. So thank you very much. Anyway, if you guys like this quick little video, please thumb it up below. If you want to help support the channel, please share it, please favorite it. I'll be back in the swing of things pretty soon, guys, and I'm probably going to set up a Facebook page in case something happens to the channel again, or a Facebook like page, so that there'll be somewhere else to go. But I'll let you guys know about that when the time comes. Anyway, everything should be back to normal. Reviews should be back up this weekend for the second episode of the second half of The Walking Dead Season 5. And everything else should be back to normal. Hopefully everything's good with the channel. I can't really tell yet. It's a little early to tell. My views aren't showing, so I don't know if it broke something in the account or something. But as far as I can tell, the videos are getting reintegrated into the engine, and people will be able to find them again. So that's pretty awesome. So thank you guys for everything, and that's it for this one. See you guys probably tomorrow or the next day. I might have to take a day or two off because, just not feeling very well after the whole thing. And I've got an earache, which it's gotten cold. So yeah, that's kind of annoying. Yeah, so see you guys in the next one. Trev saying peace.